Hey my friends, today we'll be talking about the phases in society that are happening right now. It's all a byproduct of a greater spiritual awakening that is happening. So how to recognize at which stage of that awakening you are. I wanted to make this video because many times I'm receiving those kind of questions like, I'm going through awakening, I've experienced this and that, and now I'm feeling kinda unhappy, or I'm feeling empty, or I don't have same desires anymore. What is happening to me? And for many people, they're experiencing things really interestingly. They are looking on what is happening. They are seeing that people are hurting and some people are going through those phases of awakening, but they still feel a deep sense of peace. And they can't understand how's that. Even when I'm seeing people suffering, I'm experiencing that deep peace. So I want to talk about it because I know that many people are going through those phases. So the first phase of a great destruction of your programs, the programs that we've been hypnotized by society, by advertisement, by everything that was happening around us. At the first phase, we feel empty, we feel unhappy, we feel like there's something more to life. Why? Some people can be happy, but we feel unhappy. Why we feel so empty? Do you feel empty? Like there's more to life, but nobody's talking about what to do to improve your life, to experience more fulfillment? Like your parents taught you how to make money, you need to make money to survive, then you need to have a family, a home, and all of that. But it is not fulfilling us. Why is that? That's the first stage of awakening. A first stage of awakening is that great realization that we are unhappy, that we are empty. At that stage, we start searching the answers. So many of you already went through that phase. Many of you went already through that phase of awakening. So the second stage is perception shift. You're losing the old perceptions which are not serving you anymore. Is it familiar to you? You've suddenly started reading books about a greater understanding of life, maybe about science behind spirituality, which right now is getting really, really strong. Maybe you've started reading books about certain philosophies. Even there we can find many things, not all the concepts and beliefs about it, but everything is kind of connected. You're now shifting your perception, and that's a great moment of transformation. This is the second stage of awakening, the second stage of destruction of the old, so we can give birth to a new self, so you can truly reveal who you truly are. The third stage of awakening is that you are now seeking answers and meaning in each moment. So whatever you're going through, right now we see how this COVID situation is happening for like almost 2 years now. But rather than being negative about it, or rather than complaining about it, now you're seeking answers, you're seeking meaning. Like, what's the meaning behind that? Oh well, many people are waking up. Oh well, many people started researching the alternative medicine. Many people found out that what we've been taught on the mainstream news is actually not helping us, but rather just pushing us more into fight or flight state. So we would be depending ourselves on governments, on our environment, on everything that is happening. Well, when we go through that stage of a destruction of old perceptions, we recognize that the truth is within you. Once you become aware that the truth is within you, you become independent, right? If you want to experience more happiness, well, go and meditate, go into nature and reconnect back with yourself. Express some of your creative energy and you will feel happier. Elevate gratitude, elevate joy, and you will feel happier. That's where we realize that actually everything is already within us. That's where we become independent, and what science is showing to us now. Just today I was reading some latest science that Dr. Joe Dispenza and some other PhD doctors are doing researches on meditation. They found out that people which are meditating for at least 5 days a week, and they are expressing or elevating emotions of gratitude, their immune system can be elevated for 50%, can be boosted for 50%. And there's some more truly amazing things that are happening in the biology of people which are regularly meditating. So there's a great science right now which is showing to us that we are truly independent, that there's a great power within each of us. There's a great power. We just need to truly shift our perception to recognize that we are more powerful than we've been ever taught. Right? We are more powerful than we've been ever taught, and now we are seeking a greater meaning. The greater meaning is that the answers are within us, and everything that is happening with a purpose. So people would finally turn their point of awareness back into themselves and find the answers within them. So the fourth stage of awakening and a great destruction of the old is that we find answers and we experience breakthroughs. So have you been on the stage where you finally found answers which you've been seeking for so long, and suddenly you've noticed that a breakthrough has happened? This is the fourth stage of awakening, when we start experiencing breakthroughs. So if you're not there yet, I want to remind you, great breakthroughs are happening in your life or are about to happen for you. Keep going. Sometimes this path of awakening seems like a lonely path, and it is at the beginning. When we go through that phase of shifting our perception, we recognize we can't hang with same people anymore. We can't spend our time anymore with toxic people in toxic environments. That's where we start spending more time alone. We rather go into nature, we rather meditate, we rather do something creatively, we rather spend time with other things, doing other things, right? And sometimes maybe you feel lonely, but it's only because you have now opportunity to know yourself better. Eventually you will meet people which will be on your vibrational level, people which will support you. Doesn't matter, maybe you will start working on a new business idea, maybe you will start working on art or different projects. You will meet people which will support you. You will meet people which will help you to evolve with you. Many great things will happen, but you need to go through that phase of knowing yourself better. So that's what is happening. If you are finding more and more and more answers, and you are experiencing this constant breakthroughs, it means that you are at that stage of awakening where things finally will make sense. Then we have the fifth stage of awakening. This one is truly interesting, because we get to the point where we start feeling lost again. Now we are awakened. Now we see a greater truth, and suddenly we feel lost because we recognize that everything we've believed before was a lie or just a great illusion. Now we feel lost. Now we are starting to recognize all the shadows, all the wounds from the past, from our parents, from people which were around us when we were little. We are recognizing the pain of our ancestors. It's kind of painful moment, but at the same time truly powerful. When we start recognizing the patterns of our ancestors, this is the healing phase. If you're at the point of your life where you are going through the phase where you're recognizing the toxic patterns, toxic habits that you're repeating, you're recognizing that you're speaking the same as your parents, but you don't want to stay the same anymore. You want to evolve in that greater level of beingness. You're doing now that healing work. You're now healing the old patterns. And that's what will bring you to the sixth stage of a great destruction of the old self and a great inner transformation. You are getting deeper into the inner work. This is where we recognize all the masks that we're still wearing. We recognize all the false ideas about ourselves, and we recognize how infinite we truly are. We recognize that we truly are as spiritual beings having a human experience, and that human experience can only be as profound as we believe that it can be profound. So our beliefs are limiting us, and when we start doing that deeper inner work through meditation, we recognize that there are still so many beliefs about who we believe we are. What are the stories that we are telling to ourselves on our daily basis, on that subconscious level? We can only access to the stories, to the subconscious beliefs through meditation. So on that sixth stage of awakening, now your new self, your true self, is becoming freed. Now you're stepping into the freedom of who you truly are. And at this point, you don't care anymore what is happening around you, because now you are the creator of your reality. That's where we see so many things around us we can improve. We see that, well, the systems are falling apart. Some people are walking around like zombies. But my mission is not to complain about it anymore. My mission is not to judge those people, to judge the governments or whatever. My mission now is to take greater actions so I can become an example of truth. So I can become an example of truth. Now we are embodying who we truly are, and we are becoming example of that essence in the world. This is truly power. We can only get there through the deep inner work. Now we are completely independent of our outside reality, and we start to create our own reality. We start making income by our passions, by our mission, by our dreams and goals and anything we can imagine. We are now doing the inner healing, which is affecting on our biology. We are now helping others by being an example of how to be a greater version of yourself. And that's where we truly become responsible for our lives. We recognize, yeah, we are the creators. We are magnificent beings. And our mission is to express that magnificent energy in your unique way. So just do it. You see, sometimes we go through those hard moments, sometimes we go through those painful moments, but on the other side there's a truly beautiful destination that is waiting you. And that's what is leading us to the 7th stage of awakening, which is integration, expansion, joy, blissfulness. And at this point you start thriving. At this point you truly become a pure embodiment of the truth. You start enjoying, you experience life of harmony, and of course still here and there we lose the track, we still fall a little bit off the balance, but we get back in, we get back to the truth, and we again connect with everything that we are. At that stage we work on our mission, we do what we love, and we share it with others. We are walking now with purpose. So doesn't matter at which stage you are at this moment. What is important is that you keep going. And what is also important is the state of awareness, that you recognize where you are, that you recognize if you're seeking answers and meaning, it's actually a great sign that you're waking up. If you feel like your perception is shifting, it's a great sign that you're waking up. If you feel like you're unhappy and empty, it's a great sign that you're waking up. So don't pull yourself down because you think that you're a weirdo, that you can't be a part of society. You're here to make a change. So this awareness can truly help you to keep up on your transformation. So my friends, this is it for today. I'm sending you all love, blessings, and lots of power. Don't forget, we are running a giveaway on my Instagram page, I Draw My Passion. You can win a free print of the painting Brave as a Lion. Remember that this is within all of us. The capacity to be brave, to walk with bravery. It's within you. So till next time, I'm sending you all love, blessings, and lots of power. Have a beautiful day and see you in the next one. One love.